What's up, YouTube? This is your beer connoisseur, Chris Bennett, and I've got a tasty beer competition for you. I'm going to be doing a head-to-head beer review, comparing two delicious, delicious beers. I would consider them probably on a scale from 1 to 5, probably about a 4.5 to 5, and they're imperial stouts. It's getting to the season where imperial stouts aren't going to be readily available on the shelf, but I'll tell you one thing, I'll drink an imperial stout any day. First, we are going to feature one of my favorites, the Oskar Blues TenFidy. That's right, the TenFidy. I love this beer. I went to Indiana to get it, and I fell in love with the TenFidy. So, man, I can't tell you about the TenFidy. But in its competitor is the Blam, the North Coast Old Rasputin, which is another imperial stout. They're both delicious, and I've never really done a review, both of them head to head. So, I'm picking up the TenFidy right here. Wow. Oskar Blues really makes a really good beer. Swirl a little bit here. Let's get a taste. You know, the TenFidy is a 10.5 ABV beer, and you can tell that it's got a little bit of alcohol prevalence in it, but I just poured these beers about 3 to 5 minutes before doing the video, so it's kind of warmed up a little bit, but probably not as much as I probably liked it. Let's get another taste on this. Yeah, you can tell a little bit of that alcohol in it. No, it's a 10.5. You're going to taste a little bit of alcohol in it, but it's a beer that you want to be sipping very slowly. It's not a beer that you want to rush to drink it or anything, because after a couple of those puppies, it'll get you fucked up. Now, let's go to the North Coast. The North Coast. Smells delicious. Let's get a taste. That's delicious as well. The old Rasputin from North Coast isn't as alcohol-y as the TenFidy, and it's a well done beer, in my opinion. So let's get another taste. The Old Rasputin is another one of those beers that you do not want to drink quickly. Almost like the TenFidy. Couple of those old Rasputins will get you fucked up. Let me tell you. Anyway, let's do another final round of each beer, and I'll tell you the winner. By the way, I was just sipping the TenFidy. It's warmed up a little bit, so it's not as alcoholic as when I first sipped it. Like I said, it's a 10.5. You don't want to, believe me, you don't want to be drinking the 4-pack of the TenFidy all at once. It'll get you messed up, believe me. And let's get to the North Coast Old Rasputin. Alright, I come to the decision, and then this is going to shock a lot of you, especially some of you who probably never had either one of these beers, but I'm going to let you know now. The winner is the North Coast Old Rasputin. It was hard. It was a hard decision because I love both those beers, and I would drink either one of them on any given day. But the Old Rasputin, I think, is made a little better, and it's not as alcohol-y as the TenFidy, but it goes down a lot smoother. The taste is the malts and everything is a lot more well done. Just it's a more well finished beer. I'm not saying that the TenFidy is a bad beer. Don't get me wrong. I like the TenFidy, but I think the North Coast Old Rasputin is a better made beer. Okay, in the long run. Now, if I could have competed it with, some of the other Imperial Stouts, it probably wouldn't have made it. But between this and the TenFidy, the Old Rasputin wins it. By a hair. These head-to-head competitions, they're kind of tough, but sometimes you got to pick a winner. Sometimes you tie. Sometimes there's a loser. So, this is your beer connoisseur, Chris Bennett. And peace. Until next time.